wave of breaking royal news is sweeping across the United Kingdom, hinting at a monumental transformation within the British monarchy. Behind palace walls, conversations are intensifying, and insiders say Prince William is quietly but confidently stepping into the role of Britain's next king. According to those close to the royal household, William is anchored by a powerful sense of self, deeply held values, and an unwavering commitment to duty, qualities that many believe signal he may be closer to the throne than the public realizes. As he completes a demanding sequence of global travel for the Earthshot Prize and solemn participation in remembrance events, royal observers are noting just how deliberately the Prince of Wales is positioning himself for the kingship. And with whispers circulating about King Charles potentially considering an earlier transition, the timeline for William's rise may be shorter than anyone anticipated. Recently, William offered a striking glimpse of his future leadership style during a VJ Day reception, where he knelt beside World War II veterans, held their hands, and connected with them on a deeply human level. That moment, empathetic, sincere, and humble, became a powerful symbol of the kind of monarch he hopes to be. According to palace insiders, William's approach is rooted in four guiding principles: constancy, consistency, steadiness, and being someone the nation can lean on when times feel uncertain. These aren't just ideals. They form a blueprint for a modern king who understands the weight of the crown and the emotional needs of an entire country. Before we dive deeper into the behind-the-scenes preparations, make sure you subscribe to Royals Explored and tap the notification bell so you never miss a single update on the most important royal developments. Let's look closer at why these palace discussions are happening now. William has just returned from an intense schedule that included the Earthshot Prize ceremony in Rio de Janeiro, key events at the United Nations Climate Change Conference COP30, and then a swift return to the UK for remembrance services, all while supporting Catherine as she continues her recovery from cancer and raising their three young children. This workload alone demonstrates his ability to manage pressure on a global scale. Yet palace sources emphasize something even more striking: the conversations about William's readiness for kingship are happening in the present tense. These aren't theoretical musings about what he might be like one day, they're discussions about the man he is right now. With King Charles still undergoing treatment for cancer, concerns about his health naturally raise questions about succession. And when William joined Charles and Queen Camilla at the VJ Day reception on November 11, the image of the prince kneeling with veterans resonated deeply across the country. It wasn't just a touching moment, it was a preview of the compassion-driven monarchy he intends to lead. Palace insiders note that William's strong personal core guides his leadership style. This integrity was on full display during the VJ Day event, where his warmth and hands-on approach were unmistakable. Constancy means he will be a stable presence for the British people. Consistency signals predictability and trustworthiness. Steadiness represents resilience in turbulent times. And being a safe place indicates his desire to be a unifying force above political chaos, a modern monarch who understands that emotional stability is as important as constitutional duty. These values reflect the pillars of a successful 21st-century monarchy, one that balances tradition with humanity. William's signature project, the Earthshot Prize, is becoming a defining element of his public life and may one day become the hallmark of his reign. Insiders say the latest Earthshot events left him feeling energized and optimistic, with the momentum behind the initiative described as unstoppable. Earthshot is more than a program, it's William's long-term legacy work, similar to how the prince's trust shaped King Charles's reputation. By focusing on practical climate solutions rather than campaigning, William is positioning himself as a forward-thinking king who wants to build lasting, global impact. Even amid this serious work, William has shown he can balance gravity with relatability. When Earthshot ambassador Robert Irwin couldn't attend the ceremony due to his participation in Dancing with the Stars, William filmed a light-hearted cameo for the show. This willingness to step briefly into American reality television highlights how comfortable he is navigating modern media, something earlier generations of royals avoided. It shows he understands the world has changed, and the monarchy must change with it. Yet behind the humor and charm, William has demonstrated he is firm and resolute when the situation demands it. Reports confirm he played a pivotal role in pushing for the removal of Prince Andrew's titles. Insiders say William did not want to inherit the headache, making his stance clear: unresolved scandals will not be tolerated under his future reign. This strategic thinking underscores William's intent to start his kingship unburdened by lingering controversies. But the broader question now is what all of this means for the monarchy's future. With Charles's health still a concern, speculation is mounting that William may become king sooner than expected. Some royal experts believe Charles could consider stepping aside voluntarily, recognizing both William's readiness and the potential benefit of transitioning to a younger, more energetic monarch. While voluntary abdication is extremely rare in British history, the circumstances have sparked renewed discussion. If such a moment came, William would take the throne in his early 40s, a unique position between Queen Elizabeth's youthful accession and Charles's late one. He would have the maturity of lived experience yet still possess the vitality to lead for decades. Unlike his father, who spent years in an uncertain waiting period, William has been carefully prepared for this moment with clarity and intention. Of course, this transition would also place enormous responsibility on Catherine, especially as she continues her cancer recovery. Her strength, grace, and partnership with William will be central to shaping their early years as king and queen. They've always approached royal life as a united front, and that solidarity will become even more essential if William assumes the throne sooner rather than later. Their children, especially Prince George, will also feel the impact. Should William become king soon, George will grow into the role of heir during his teenage years, a powerful parallel to his father's own experience but hopefully under far more stable circumstances. So what happens from here? If Charles's health were to decline suddenly, the transition could occur swiftly under established plans known as Operation Menai Bridge. William would immediately become king, followed by a national mourning period and later a coronation. A voluntary abdication, while unprecedented in modern times, would be an entirely different scenario, one that could reshape public perceptions of monarchy itself. What's clear is that the royal household is increasingly emphasizing William's readiness. His leadership qualities, his steady temperament, his commitment to modernizing the crown, and his dedication to meaningful causes paint the portrait of a man poised to inherit the throne with purpose and confidence. The question no longer seems to be whether William is prepared, but when he will be called to serve. As Britain stands at the threshold of a generational shift, all signs suggest that Prince William is ready to guide the monarchy into its next era. So now we want to hear from you. Do you believe Prince William is ready to take the throne today? Should King Charles consider stepping aside to focus on his health and allow his son to carry the monarchy forward? And what kind of king do you think William will become when his moment finally arrives? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of